Here are 8 steps to ensure you succeed in life. Step 1. Clean yourself. The first step is all about developing self-respect and discipline, which are important ideas in Stoic philosophy. As the famous Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This supports the Stoic idea that our inner life shapes the outside world. We are not only looking to our bodies, but also cultivating a focused mind and a respectful attitude toward ourselves when we take care of our physical well-being through simple acts like cleaning, grooming, and clothing well. Stoicism says that the body is a temple for the mind, and that how we treat this temple shows what's going on inside us. Making sure you look nice and clean isn't just a casual thing to do. It's a sign of self-respect and an acceptance of your own worth. This self-care routine is analogous to getting ready for a big role on the stage of life, where how you look and act says a lot about your character and virtues. This step also involves preparing oneself to face the world with respect and poise, in addition to physical health. It's a daily reminder of the Stoic idea that virtue is the best thing in the world. In this case, self-respect and discipline are virtues. Epictetus, another Stoic thinker, said, "First tell yourself what you should be, and then do what you need to do." In essence, self-care and cleaning are daily rituals that help people match their outer appearance with their inner goals. This step also includes taking care of your mental and physical health. Just like we clean our bodies, we need to clear our minds of thoughts that aren't helpful. The Stoics thought in the power of reason and the importance of keeping a calm mind. One builds a base for living each day with purpose, clarity, and a sense of control over their own life by starting the day with a routine that includes both physical and mental cleaning. Step 2. Order the kingdom. Ordering the kingdom is a philosophical idea that is closely linked to the Stoic ideal of focusing on what one can control. In famous words, the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." In this step, one uses that philosophy to the physical place they live in. It's a call to bring structure and order to one's immediate surroundings, whether that's the cleanliness of a room, the arrangement of an office, or the harmony of a living room. This habit goes beyond just keeping things clean. It's a way to improve your self-control and a physical sign of inner order. We show that we have control over the parts of our lives that are within our reach when we take care of our surroundings. This is one of the most basic exercises for Stoics that helps you practice agency and liberty. Marcus Aurelius stressed the importance of controlling oneself before trying to change the world in his exercises. We are learning the art of self-government by getting our space in order. The Stoics thought that chaos in the outside world could be a sign of trouble inside. We not only make our place more useful and pleasant by keeping things in order, but we also bring clarity and order to our minds by doing so. By creating a safe space where peace and order rule, this step helps create a mindset that allows for clear thinking and action. This step is also a good example of the Stoic virtue of discipline. The Stoic ideal of stability in one's practices is embodied by the constant effort and attention it takes. It's not just a one-time cleanup, it's about making a system of order that will last. This is in line with how Stoic practice is ongoing. Step 3. Go out there. Venture forth is a Stoic phrase that means to interact with the world and do what you're supposed to do in social situations. True happiness is to enjoy the present without worrying about the future, wrote the Stoic philosopher Seneca. This step is a reminder to go out into the world, not just physically, but also mentally and emotionally, and enjoy what life has to offer. As part of teaching about living in harmony with nature, Stoicism stresses the importance of being a part of society. Being in touch with other people is an important part of living a full life. This step is about taking down the walls that keep you from being social and getting involved in your community. People are being asked to make friends, give back to society, and take part in the play that is life. Another thing this step is about is embracing the present and the chances it offers. Stoics thought that the present moment was important and that people should enjoy each day. By going out into the world, one follows the Stoic ideal of living in the present, noticing how beautiful it is, and taking part in life as it happens. This step also shows how the Stoics thought that people could improve their virtues through experiencing things in the real world. It's possible to practice and embrace virtues like courage, justice, temperance, and wisdom by dealing with a wide range of situations, people, and difficulties. One grows and changes as a Stoic by having these kinds of relationships and experiences. Step 4. Sweat. The Stoic idea of sweat represents the idea that good health and physical activity are necessary for a healthy mind and body. A famous Stoic teacher named Musonius Rufus said, "The body must be treated rigorously, for it is capable of being a valuable assistant in the pursuits of virtue." This is very similar to what we are talking about here. In this setting, exercise is a form of self-discipline and a road to virtue, not just a physical practice. It was clear to the Stoics that the mind and body were linked. A disciplined mind comes from a disciplined body and the other way around. Working out regularly is good for more than just your body. It can also help your mind and spirit. Teaching patience, resilience, and endurance are important skills for Stoics who want to live a good life. Building a routine and a commitment to physical health are also part of this step. Taking care of your body's health was an important part of the Stoic philosophy of living in harmony with nature. In line with the Stoic value of living in harmony with nature, regular physical exercise brings one into harmony with their natural state of being. This step also shows how the Stoic idea of control works. Many things in our lives are out of our control, but we can change how our bodies work. Getting exercise shows that we are taking charge of our lives and won't let life's problems control us. Step 5. Keep an eye on your money. A Stoic philosophy of living simply and paying attention to one's wants and needs is reflected in the saying, "Monitor thy treasury." This idea was summed up by the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who said, "Wealth is not having many things, but having few wants." This step stresses the Stoic value of economy and the importance of financial knowledge. The Stoics thought that virtue and being able to take care of yourself were more important than having a lot of money. The virtues of wisdom, temperance, and self-control can be shown by carefully watching over and handling one's money. You need to know the difference between needs and wants and focus on what makes your life worth living and makes you happy. In this step, you should also be careful about how much you buy and spend. The Stoics warned people about the dangers of shopping and the never-ending search for things. They fought for a way of life in which happiness isn't based on money, but on virtues and logical satisfaction inside. This step also supports financial discipline as a way to take control of one's life. People think that being financially free and secure is a good way to live a good life, without the worries and demands that money problems can bring. Step 6. Take the hooks off. Removing the hooks is one of the most important ideas in Stoicism for getting free from outside ties. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life." This idea fits in very well with what he said. Things beyond our control must be ignored in order to win. The purpose of this step is to recognize and separate ourselves from those outside factors that have the power to affect or control our inner peace and freedom. Hooks is a metaphor for anything outside of ourselves that holds us back, like things we own, social media, society standards, or even certain habits and relationships. There are things that we can't control that can pull us away from the road of virtue and personal growth. This is against what Stoics teach. Stoicism stresses the importance of focusing on one's own inner self and staying calm no matter what is happening around them. In order to achieve a state of inner freedom and resilience, one actively practices this idea by removing the hooks. It's an effort to depend less on outside sources of happiness or approval, which is more in line with the Stoic ideal of being able to take care of yourself. This step is also like the Stoic practice of looking at yourself and thinking about what you think. It means taking a close look at our lives to see what really helps us and what gets in the way of our virtue and peace of mind. It involves consciously letting go of the external ties that cause bad emotions or obstruct our moral and intellectual development. Remove the hooks is also a call to simplify your life and focus on what's important and under your control. The Stoics thought that we could get more peace of mind and clarity of thought by making our lives and wants simpler. This simplicity is not just a physical or material practice, but also a mental one where we learn to let go of negative thoughts, worries, and fear about things we can't control. In essence, this step is about cultivating inner power and liberty and freeing oneself from outside influences that can affect our emotions and choices. Stoic philosophy says that real freedom means that your happiness and peace are not dependent on outside events, but on the power and virtue of your character. Step 7. Strategize. Strategize is an important step in Stoicism that shows how the philosophy encourages people to live with meaning and purpose. A famous Stoic thinker named Seneca once said, "Our plans fail because they have no goal. No wind is the right wind when a man doesn't know what harbor he is making for." This step stresses the importance of having clear goals and purposes in life. This is a key part of the Stoic way of living a purposeful and worthwhile life. Setting goals and matching one's actions with their inner virtues and beliefs are both parts of the strategizing process. It takes careful planning, where you not only write down what you want to achieve, but also think about how these goals fit with your morals and ethics. This shows how the Stoics thought people should live, in line with their natura and the general reason, logos. This step is also about learning planning ahead and seeing things through. For the Stoics, the logical mind had the power to think ahead and get ready for problems. One can prepare themselves to face the unknowns of life by strategizing. In addition, strategize is a way to work on the Stoic virtue of wisdom. It means making smart choices, learning from mistakes, and using what you know to get around better in the future. This step pushes people to think about their life, make choices, and take action. To sum up, strategize is a call to live a life full of purpose and planned activity. It involves creating a life plan that is in harmony with one's highest values and virtues and working hard to make that plan a reality. The Stoic way of living says that everything you do and decide is a step toward a clear goal. This step shows how to live a purpose-driven life. Step 8. Submit. Based on the Stoic view, submit can mean accepting fate and sticking to the way you've chosen. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic ruler and philosopher, said it so well: "Accept the things that fate binds you, and love the people that fate brings you together, but do it with all your heart." In line with the Stoic attitude of acceptance and commitment, this step involves embracing life's events and our decisions with determination and grace. This step is not giving up and letting fate happen. It is actively accepting what life is like. Being aware of what we can control and what we can't, and fully committing to the actions and decisions we can control are part of this. This is in line with the Stoic idea that we should focus on our own feelings and actions instead of what is happening around us. Submit also shows courage, which is a Stoic virtue. Trusting in the wisdom of one's choices and the natural flow of events, it takes courage to face the challenges and risks of life without fear or complaint. It's about having the guts to stay true to one's beliefs and chosen path, even when the road is difficult. This step is also about cultivating trust in oneself and the way life naturally flows. The idea behind Stoicism is to learn to quiet the mind's constant talk, let go of fear and overthinking, and believe in one's own inner wisdom and reason. This sounds a lot like the Stoic practice of being aware and present in the present time. Submit is basically a call to love life completely, with all of its surprises and difficulties. It's about committed to the path we've chosen with peace and confidence, and accepting how life unfolds with grace and calm. This action exemplifies the Stoic philosophy of finding peace and power in harmony with nature.